Some of the questions that arose during that time, I might be able to bring up somehow, no? And we were not successful in passing the bill during that time. Hopefully, this time, with the proper clarifications and the loopholes that we might be able to plug, this time around, we might be able to pass it. So let me start by asking. I heard it yesterday, but for the record, what do we want to achieve, Mr. President? We want to prevent power and influence, the transfer of power and influence to a certain family. Isn't that right?
Yes, Mr. President. Good Senate President. Yun po yung layunin ng panukalang batas na sa pamamagitan ng pagsunod sa utos ng konstitusyon, malimitahan o mapigilan, mabawasan, mapigilan na yung kapangyarihan at yung kapatid nitong yaman din ay makonsentra lang sa iilang pamilya dito sa atin. Sa pamamagitan nun na mabuksan natin ang political space sa mas maraming mamamayang Pilipino na mayroon din pong kakayahan, mayroon din pong pagnanais na magsilbi sa ating mamamayan through the public service, Mr. President.
All right. That are prevented because of the transfer of power of those who are already incumbent.
Yes, Mr. President.
Okay. Now, to what degree, and up to what degree are we envisioning in this particular bills, 1901?
In this particular bill, Mr. President, ang layunin po na ay i-define at ipagbawal ang political dynasty relationship up to the second degree of consanguinity and affinity. Mr.
Ang second
President.
degree, ang ibig sabihin, asawa, anak, ama, ina.
Yes, Mr. President. Sako po ng second
Apo.
degree, opo, kung sa consanguinity, kasama po yung magulang, anak, lolo, lola, kapatid, at apo. Sa affinity po...
Apo sa tuhod.
Hindi po yung apo sa tuhod. Hanggang apo lamang po. And then sa affinity, sako po ng second degree yung biyanan, yung daughter o son-in-law, yung grandparent-in-law, brother and sister-in-law, at grandchild-in-law, Mr. President.
So sa second degree of affinity, yon ang extent ng
Opo, Mr.
sakop.
President.
All right. So how do we envision this? National or local? O anong relasyon po nung naiisip natin dito sa nilalaman ng 1901?
Isa po, Mr. President, na itinakda, ilan sa salient features ng panukala ay ipagbabawal yung political dynasty relationship to the second degree of consanguinity and affinity, una sa mga national positions. And then, ipagbabawal din ang political dynasty relationship to the second degree of consanguinity and affinity sa local positions. Wala pong cross-prohibition between national and local positions. At last but not the least, Mr. President, ipagbabawal ang political dynasty relationship to the second degree of consanguinity and affinity between isang opisyal sa national level at yung party list, at isang local official at yung party list, Mr. President.
Napasok doon sa sa second degree of consanguinity.
Opo, Mr. President.
Paano po yung magkapatid?
Yung alin po, Mr. President?
Magkapatid sa national.
Ganun po. Napasok po sila doon sa second degree of consanguinity na hindi silang magkapatid na hindi sila pwedeng tumakbo o magsilbi sa national position ng magkasabay o overlapping, Mr. President.
So ano gagawin natin doon sa incumbent natin ng mga national officials?
Hindi po sila maapektuhan nung panukalang batas or kung magiging batas ito, Mr. President, dahil itong panukala ay prospective in application sa susunod pang eleksyon pagkatapos nating posibleng maipasa itong panukalang batas. So,
Prospective.
Yes, Mr.
Prospective,
President.
let's say to hopefully 2028.
Hopefully po, Mr. President.
Paano kung hanggang 2031 yung isa?
Isi-serve out po ng incumbents ang current terms po nila. Kahit lampas po yung yung kasunod na eleksyon pagkatapos ito maisabatas dahil kung yung current term nila ay hanggang 2031, Mr. President.
Well, anyway, I asked that question to pick on the mind of the distinguished lady, but I have heard from some of our colleagues that they are looking at a different interpretation when it comes to that, no? Because I tend to agree, we cannot find influence, the transfer of influence, pagka-national. There is no transfer of influence. Like, for example, if Bam Aquino is running for senator and his father, Paul Aquino, will run as senator also while he is incumbent, I do not see how a transfer could be made. The transfer of power or influence. That's I've heard that. No, I tend to agree. I said, no, I am not saying that I agree. I tend to agree. So perhaps one of our colleagues or even the President pro temp might be taking that up later on. That
I
issue.
look forward to that,
Let me-
Mr. President. Pero madagdag ko lang po, Mr. President, at this point, tinitignan po natin hindi lang transfer, pero consolidation ng kapangyarihan, whether through simultaneous or successive na pagsilbi sa public service or pagtakbo para sa public service, Mr. President.
Okay. All right, sige. I'll leave that issue alone in as much as perhaps it'll be taken up later on by the others. Let me move on by going directly to the bill. On page 2, letter D. Page 2, letter D. Partnerships without the benefit of marriage. Ito yung sa ano nyo to definition of terms. Ito po nung araw, nung debate namin, napag-usapan namin to, bawal ang asawa, anak, magulang, at ang naging tanong nahirapan silang sagutin nun Paano yung mistress? Hindi kasal. Girlfriend. Hindi ba ganun din ang influence doon as nung asawa? No? And so yun ang tinanong namin. Senator Fernan, during that time, asked Senator Orly, define mistress. Na-timing nga kami dun sa part na yun because the definition really was very difficult. So I'm looking at letter D of your bill and it says, partnerships without the benefit of marriage refer to common law relationships between two persons who cohabit, declare, or present themselves to the public as a couple without marriage. It shall include civil unions, unions without marriage under Articles 147 and 148 of the Family Code, and any other contractual arrangement similar to marriages or civil unions. So you're saying that for purposes of this act, parties in partnership without the benefit of marriage shall be treated as spouses as defined above. Meron lang maliit na tanong dito. Kami. Letter D, partnerships without the benefit of marriage. Ito yung sumasagot doon sa tanong na paano yung mistress. Hindi po ba? Pero, you go to letter J, number 3, dinidefine nyo naman yung spouse. Spouse refers to an individual who entered into a special contract of permanent union with another individual in accordance with law for the establishment of conjugal and family life. Sa akin kasi mas importante ito kaysa ro sa letter D. Ba't nauna yung D sa J? Nauna pa yung mistress dun sa original na spouse.
Tama po, Mr. President, ang good Senate President na maaring masakop ng partnerships without the benefit of marriage ang relationship ng isang lalaki sa isang tinatawag na mistress. Pero hindi lahat ng mga relasyong iyon ay sakop nitong partnerships without the benefit of marriage. Dahil ang buong definition niyan ay, or elements ng partnerships without benefit of marriage ay kailangang nagko-cohabit sila and openly nagde-declare or nagpe-present sila ng sarili nila sa publiko bilang isang couple kahit walang kasal. So maaring mayroong mga relasyon ng lalaki sa mistress niya na nagko-cohabit sila at nagpapakilala sila bilang couple sa public. Pero mayroon ding mga relasyon ng lalaki at mistress niya na hindi ganon. Maaring hindi sila tumitira sa isang tahanan at maaring hindi sila nagpapakilala sa public bilang couple. Wala namang pong sinasabing mas importante ito sa ibang mga definition.
It was just
Yes,
it was just a quip. Dahil bakit nauna sa definition yung...
Okay po, Mr. President. Masyado ko pong
mistress
siniseryoso ang
kaysa
Senate
sa spouse.
President, Mr. President.
Anyway.
And party alphabetical din po,
No,
Mr.
I'm going to the main question.
Yes, Mr. President.
Binanggit nyo rito yung Articles 147 and 148 of the Family Code. Yung pong 148, the unions under Article 148 of Family Code or those couples who are not permitted to marry or without void, such as bigamous marriages. Okay? Bigamy, of course, is a crime under the revised penal code. No? Article 349, committed by contracting a subsequent marriage before the first is legally dissolved or a spouse is declared presumptively dead. Now, in this case, in our letter D, are you going to require that there is a final verdict from the court to declare a couple to have committed bigamy under 349 of the revised penal code before they are treated as spouse under this bill? The question is, well, bigamy is a criminal offense, so their innocence are presumed until proven otherwise by the court. So, we will be claiming bigamy and not prevent a man or a woman who is a friend or befriended a politician from running for public office. Kung kailangan patunayan natin na girlfriend niya yun or nagpakasal siya roon at kasal sila.
Hindi na po kakailanganin, Mr. President, ang finding of bigamy ng isang korte for purposes of this act. Dahil ang for purposes of this act ay ibinibigay ng panukalang ito sa Commission on Elections na sila po ang magsabi kung ito bang mga elemento ng partnerships without the benefit of marriage ay nag-e-exist o hindi. Maaring may finding ang isang korte na bigamous yung relasyong iyon, maaring hindi pa. Pero kung nagko-cohabit yung couple na yun at nagpapakilala bilang couple kahit hindi sila kasal, iti-trigger po nun on the part of COMELEC yung prohibition against a political dynasty relationship, Mr. President.
Paano po kung hindi sila kasal? So walang bigamy. Alright. Mag-girlfriend sila, nagpakilala sila, mag-girlfriend sila, meron silang relationship, extramarital relationship, or whatever you would want to call it. Magpa-file yung isa, sabi niya, break na kami. Break na kami. Hindi ko nakakilala, hindi ko nag-boyfriend niya si Tarpolano. Ba't mo ako papipigilan ngayon mag-file? Hindi ko nakaano-ano ngayon yan. Break na kami, walay na kami. I am protected by Section 1 of Article 5 of the right of suffrage, which is suffrage may be exercised by all citizens of the Philippines, not otherwise disqualified by law, who are at least 18 years of age and who shall have resided in the Philippines for this 1 year, etc., etc. In other words, pinapayagan ng konstitusyon na mag-file ang kahit sino at kahit pumasok sa public service ang kahit sino. As a matter of fact, no literacy, property, or other substantive requirement shall be imposed on the exercise of suffrage. Yun ang problema ron. So again, I'm bringing this out because it could be a loophole. You will be preventing Mrs. Tarpulano from running, but you will be allowing the mistress of Mr. Tarpulano to run, or Mayor Tarpulano.
Mr. President, kung may mag-couple talaga at cohabiting even without the benefit of marriage, tapos magsinungaling yung isa na, ay break na kami, hindi na kami couple. Isa po yun sa grounds sa ilalim ng Section 8 for cancellation of Certificate of Candidacy or nomination. Particular po yung letter B ng Section 8 na willful concealment or falsehoods made in the sworn statement required under Section 5 of this Act. So kahit po magsinungaling yung girlfriend or boyfriend na sila'y split na, dahil may willful concealment or falsehood, magiging ground pa rin for cancellation of COC kung may finding ang COMELEC na may potential na political dynasty relationship. So, yung parehong limitation, disqualification sa asawa ay mag-a-apply din po sa ganitong couple, Mr. President.
Your Honor, you are right in a perfect world. But what if it is found before? It is found after elections. Na-elect na, nahalal na. Kaya questionin ngayon yan, ay abot, hanggang Korte Suprema, magkakaroon yan, laban na yan. Pero in the meantime, nakaupo na yun, na-proclaim.
Mr. President, sa ganyang mga kaso na nakalusot sa COMELEC, sa mga earlier processes tulad ng cancellation of Certificate of Candidacy or nomination, or even later processes like disqualification. Kung nakaupo na, nagsisilbi na sa public service yung tao, pero mapatunayan kahit later na nag-willfully conceal siya or nagsinungaling siya tungkol sa status niya, dun sa sworn statement niya po sa isang political dynasty relationship, pwede rin po siyang makuwawaranto, provided for po ito dito sa ating panukala. So ma-avoid ab initio po yung kanyang pagproklama at pagsilbi sa public service, Mr. President.
Okay. So how do we cover naman, let's say, sige, hindi nagsinungaling. Nalaman natin na itong si Mayor, may girlfriend, yung girlfriend, papile siya ng Certificate of Candidacy for Mayor, tapos na term ni Mayor. So, hindi pwede.
Hindi pwede po, Mr.
Dahil
President.
alam nating girlfriend or
Opo,
alam ng
Mr.
COMELEC,
President.
may nagfile, may nagsabi, girlfriend yan.
Maaari po, may
Okay.
nagsabi,
Oh.
Mr. President.
Yung kapatid ng girlfriend,
Wala na po tayong magagawa doon, Mr. President,
Ayun.
dahil hindi natin nasakop sa second degree of consanguinity mula kay Mayor or affinity mula kay Mayor, yung kapatid nung girlfriend niya, Mr. President.
then we are not preventing the transfer of power or influence. Dahil yun din yun, kumisan nga yung girlfriend, mas matapang kaysa sa asawa eh. Di po ba? Ba, ito isa sa mga pwede nating dapat na hanapan ng solusyon sapagkat yung anak nung mistress sa ibang lalaki. Paano yun? Pwede yun? Aba, yung anak ko hindi pwede, sabihin ni Mayor, yung anak ko hindi pwede. Pero yung anak nung naging girlfriend ko dahil ayaw niyang aminin break na kami. Pwede.
Mr.
Di ba yung anak ni Mayor, talagang feeling nun, bihira namang mundo to. Bakit ganito to?
Lalo na po, Mr. President, kung kung totoong break na si Mayor at yung ex-girlfriend niya, sa committee report natin sa ngayon, Mr. President, hindi rin po sakop yung anak ng ex-girlfriend ni Mayor sa ibang lalaki. Halimbawa sa dating karelasyon niya, Mr. President. Dahil hindi pa rin sakop sa second degree of consanguinity and affinity kay Mayor. Mr.
I think
President.
that's one loophole we have to look into because therefore the transfer of influence or power is there. Hindi rin natin na-prevent dito sa ating gustong maging batas, no? So that's one, I think we should study that closely and look at that particular issue.
We will study that,
Kasi
Mr. President.
kahit gawin nating fourth degree of consanguinity pa, katulad ng gusto ng iba, wala sila dun eh. Wala sa degree of consanguinity or affinity yung anak ni girlfriend at si girlfriend at yung kapatid ni girlfriend at yung tatay ni girlfriend. Wala lahat eh. Pero ang influence nung kay Mayor noon, mas matindi. As a matter of fact, baka siya pa nga kasama sa bahay, hindi yung asawa, hindi po ba?
We will study that, Mr. President.
Please.
Although it could be argued na, lalo na dun sa huling halimbawa na itinanong, Mr. President, ng Good Senate President, kung ex-girlfriend na ni Mayor at hindi si ex-girlfriend ang nakaupo bilang Mayor, na medyo mitigated yung posibleng influence of transfer or consolidation of power dun sa tatay or kapatid or anak ni ex-girlfriend sa ibang lalaki, Mr. President.
But that means, kahit hindi nila sabihin break na sila, hindi natin pwedeng pagbawalan yung anak ni girlfriend at saka yung kapatid ni girlfriend. Nothing in 1901 will disallow them from filing.
Mr. President, kung hindi nila sinasabi or hindi alam na sila ay break na, klaro yung within the second degree of affinity, si girlfriend or ex-girlfriend in truth, kay Mayor. Pero yung concern po natin na tatay, kapatid, anak ni girlfriend or ex-girlfriend opo sa ibang lalaki.
Hindi sakop.
Dahil sa teksto ng committee report hindi sakop, pwedeng i-deliberate talakayin sa deliberations before the COMELEC, Mr. President.
Yeah, well, speaking of the COMELEC, I was there during your hearing. You know, I can see the problem of the husband of Yusek Mabik. You know, libo ito eh. Thousands ito nationwide. Thousands of mayoralty positions, vice mayoralty positions, councilors, governors, vice governors, board members, nationwide. Libo ito. Paano babantayan ng COMELEC lahat ito?
That's exactly why, Mr. President, ang payo talaga, actually ang hiling ng COMELEC nung mga pagdinig natin ay na ang ilagay sa committee report ay hanggang second degree of consanguinity and affinity. Sabi pa nila, yan lamang ang most enforceable, or rather, sabi nila, that is the only enforceable option. Dahil sabi nila, and I say this, Mr. President, kahit yung bill ko rin at pati ni Senator Robin ay hinihiling hanggang fourth degree of consanguinity. Sabi po ng COMELEC nung mga pagdinig natin, ma-overwhelm ang electoral system kung kailangan nilang i-check at i-counter-check ang lahat ng birth certificates, marriage certificates, Senomar, ng mga possible dynastic relationships kung hanggang third degree o lalo na fourth degree daw ang ating ipasa, Mr. President.